seminar was, what is a man? And the point was that a man takes on responsibility, and he, and responsibility creates struggle, everything I said, and that who benefits from this structure was his family,
Right.
his woman, his children, his ultimately himself, right? But ultimately his family, but a part of that is himself, his family, who he interacts
His
with,
legacy,
his legacy, you name it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And being a man meant something. It didn't mean just, see, now it's such a political trigger. A man, men, all men this and all men that, and women this and modern women that. We got so many key words that trigger people. But being a man means something. In such a, I hate to even use the word that we used earlier because we talked about how divine right is so bad. But in a divine way, there are, and by divine I just mean masculinity and femininity, and I won't equate masculinity with being a man because there are masculine energy in women as well, but the predominant nature of a man, it comes from his testosterone, his masculinity, etc. It's just natural. I don't make the fucking rules. Hate me for it because it's political. I don't care, but it's natural to a man to
And it always
go
will
in
be.
himself, right?
Yeah.
It just is the way it is. I don't make the rules. Well, not the rules. I don't. The exception doesn't make the rules, and that's what it's leaning towards. Like the exceptions make the rules now. It's like, nah.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy world we're getting into, man. As far as these people just making their decisions. This was something I talked about the other day to a group of people. It was it's about how people, the biggest problem, I think, like one of the biggest problems out of the many, is lack of accountability for oneself, and that's what we're seeing with people. Like if you don't,
Oh no, but
you
if you
know,
take accountability, you gotta. That means it's your
it's multiple
fault.
things.
That means
Yeah,
it's your fault.
yeah,
Fuck. Can't be my fault. Let me blame something else.
and it's
You know
so
what?
easy.
It was your zodiac sign. That's why we didn't work out in our relationship. It was your zodiac sign. It was, what else do they blame? Men will be men. Not you chose to be who you were, who you are. No
Got an
accountability.
outcome.
Like there's just no accountability on anything. It's not your fault. To hell with that. You should want accountability. If it is your fault, that means it can be your fault when you succeed. And I don't think people realize that. That's the other end of that stick. Is that, okay,
What? Yeah.
you blame something else so you feel better, but you're also putting the outcome on whatever you blame. I'd rather put it on myself.
Right.
Shit, if I don't eat tomorrow or I lose money and I blame my cat or some
It's
bullshit,
illogical. It's unreasonable.
I can't control
Yeah.
the outcome. Now I do believe in things happening for a reason and there being a universal plan in the end. But this is why I focus on what I can control and what was given to me or allowed to me temporarily, such as my body, my mind, everything about me. We don't own anything. We don't even own our bodies. We were given our body and we will have to give it back when we die. But I'm going to use it while I'm here. I'm going to use everything I have. To hell if
Right.
I don't.
I mean, shit, it would be stupid if you didn't utilize your resources. That's what I feel like. I mean,
Come on now.
yeah, no, I think I think the world would get better. We just we gotta keep working together as men and as, whatever you are, work together, and that's what a relationship is. It's teamwork. And if you guys can't communicate or you can't do something, you can blame each other, but looking at yourself first is more important, especially if you're a man, because women, they say testing, right? I don't want to call it testing, but they do things, right? They do things, whatever you want to call them. And that's every time they do something is an opportunity for you to showcase your leadership,
Who you
to
are, yeah.
showcase who you are, and to set boundaries and do
It's
these
supposed to
things.
test you. 'Cause
Yeah, no,
they're
it's
gonna
human
rely
nature.
on you. Yeah, they're gonna be dependent on you or rely on you. Not even just financially. People always make it financial, or they equate a man to a pocketbook or a purse. Excuse me, or a wallet. I don't know what I'm saying. These other
Wallet.
items, right? Oh, they
Yeah.
equate a man to a wallet. That's part of our capitalistic direction in society. Money is everything. So a man is worth as much as he can pull out his pocket, and a woman is worth as much as she has opened her legs. Okay. So we go back to that. A part of that is something wrong with me as a man. It got to do with my money. I just ain't got enough money. If I have enough money, everything will be right. She gonna love me. My family gonna be good. It's not the money, man. That's just an aspect. It's just a part. It's a part. It's your outer world is a reflection of your inner world.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of you, man.
Right. Man, I'm telling you though, I think that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much to sum it up. Really, what the problems are to me. But yeah, I mean, I will say this: like, I think it made me more of a man to go to the army. Made me more of a man to take care of my wife, and made me more of a man to admit that like I didn't have a dad growing up. Right, I had a stepdad, and I had like two stepdads, but like I had to teach myself, and that's what a lot of these guys are that come in places like this are teaching themselves. And a lot of people are. So and I commend anybody on that because it's hard, dude. It's hard to understand this stuff. Like it takes help. Like I don't even call myself a self-made man because I'm not. Like dude, I come from people that have taught me, because your leaders are everything. Like you got bad leaders, bad role models.
My opinion a little bit different on this whole self-made thing because at the end of the day, you chose to. You chose to be a man. You could have went to the army and got nothing from it. You could have went to the bank and got nothing from it. So you could have had your life experiences, your opportunities, and chose to do nothing from it. Now these things have contributed to yourself, but I'm gonna pay myself respect. Self-made. I chose. I take full accountability for who I chose to be. I could have wasted my mother's insight. I could have wasted my father's wisdom, or I could have wasted all this. But I made myself who I chose to be, and they helped me and they benefited me in beautiful, blessed ways. That's how I look at it. Still self-made. Nobody can make you anything.
Right. Well, what I mean is
talk about politicians, right? Look at how they put their kids in these schools. Sometimes they ain't got it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, just look at Arnold's kids. You got the really jacked dude, and you got the really fat guy that was raised by his mom. But what I mean is like no one gets there without not really mentorship, but without knowledge. And a lot of the time, and you can't get knowledge from within yourself. I mean, you can. It takes time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But as far as like building yourself, we all have someone that we've learned from, because everyone, even if they're stupid or whatever.
I'm a sponge.
Exactly. So like I attribute all my success to the things that I've sponged from. But you're right. At the end of the day, if you're a failure, you can't blame that on other people. You know what I mean? Like you can't. It's impossible, because guess what? Everything is your fault. That's the way I look at it. Almost everything. As a man, if you're weak, if you're getting bullied or something's happening, you can't control what other people do. But guess what? You can control if you go to the gym. You can control if you get off your lazy ass and go for a damn 10-mile run. I used to do that all the time. I don't do it now, but I still walk, I ruck, I do all that stuff. So,
Fight back.
You can do it. That's essentially what I think. But yeah, man, this has been a wonderful conversation time. I'm glad I got to talk to you, man. I watch your stuff all the time. So,
for sure, everybody, there's gonna be a lot more substance-filled things coming for future. And chat's been sitting here the whole time, so. This held y'all more than the E-Day. I mean, it depends on the crowd. I appreciate y'all for being here too. But that's where I'm getting out of, bro. I'm getting out of that entertainment fast life. Like it's just for who I am and how I think is beneath me and what I want to do with my platform.
Yeah, because I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to do, Twitch and YouTube and all that. That's a dream, But of course, anybody can make a dream reality. But I definitely think that you got a good thing going for yourself, and you're definitely successful in your own regard. So I'm just glad that you share this information with other people, because it's.
So you help bring it out.
Try my best,
bring
man.
It out with this conversation.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate everything. I'm gonna let somebody else hop in here, man. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. Hopefully, man, you keep spreading love and everything else. But guys in the chat, thank you everyone for the conversation.
For sure.
Y'all guys take it easy. Peace.
All right, brother. Oh. I love to see everybody that's here right now. How long was that conversation, Chad? Probably like almost an hour, right? I'm telling you, it just lets you know. You don't know who knows what. all the shit we just talked about in that conversation, I bet you is half of the stuff y'all have never seen me talk about on camera. It's so much shit that can be brought out, and I want to bring to YouTube or discuss or direct